It is Money Saving Monday, and today we are talking about how to save money on healthcare bills. Healthcare costs in the U.S. have increased drastically in the past several decades. According to the American Medical Association, in 2021, health spending in the U.S. increased by 2.7% to $4.3 trillion, which averages to about $12,900 a person. So what are some things that we can do to help curb the cost by staying healthy? Let's talk about it. Joining me now once again is Dr. Natasha Bouillon, Vice President and National Medical Director over at One Medical. Okay, this is so timely because, you know, everyone's in the festive, gluttonous mood right now.
Yes, yeah.
So what are some general habits that can help save you money? I mean, I know the obvious, quit smoking, but
of course, yeah.
One of them is avoid outings around food and alcohol. That's impossible this time of year.
Well, it's so relevant right now because we've got friends coming into town and family, and what people always end up doing is gathering around food and drink. We're going to happy hours, we're meeting for dinner. What I challenge my patients to do is 0-calorie socialization. And so that means when you get together with friends and family, do things like go for a bike ride, go for a hike, throw a Frisbee out in the park, go to the dog park, rock climbing, really finding any activity that you can do with friends and family that isn't just about drinking.
I never thought of
Yes, yeah. And here's another tip. It's the streaming services. So what we all have is lots of subscriptions to multiple streaming services. What ends up happening is that I've got patients who are binge watching this all night long.
Yeah, until like 1, 2 in the morning.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's no natural endpoint because when one show ends, another one automatically starts. And so what I tell people is look at all your streaming services and just cut down on them. You'll save money, you will get better sleep, and it's overall better for your health.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Okay, so let's talk about food swaps that can be healthy. You've got some really good ones. We know, Meatless Mondays, that's very popular.
Yeah.
But you also talk about frozen veggies versus fresh. I always thought fresh was better.
Yeah, there's kind of this misconception that fresh veggies are the healthy way to go. And the reality is that frozen vegetables are often frozen immediately after they're harvested. So they actually retain a lot of their nutrition, the antioxidants, the fiber. And so it's completely fine to go with frozen veggies. The key here though is to make sure they're not doused in cream sauce or sodium or sugars. As long as they're pure, it's cheaper and it's healthier.
Okay, on that list is also organic versus non-organic. And when I think of organic, I'm sorry, Dr. Natasha, I think dollar signs.
Yeah.
So which one should we be buying?
And here's the thing is people think organic and they think healthy. The reality is there's a little secret called the Clean 15. And what the Clean 15 is it's fruits and vegetables that are low in pesticides and preservatives. And so it's things like onions, asparagus. You can go ahead and buy those non-organically, save money, and it's just as healthy. On that list is also the Dirty Dozen. So those are strawberries, blueberries. Those things you should buy organic because they are healthier. It will cost you a little bit more money, but it is healthier. So look at that list of Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen. That list gets updated every single year.
Okay, I will have to look at that. Okay, let's talk about drink swaps now. You say almond milk versus half and half?
Yeah, believe it or not, almond milk is actually cheaper than half and half if you look at it by the ounce.
Yeah.
And it has less calories, and so that's a good swap. The other really big one, if you can do, it's cutting back on soda. If you can do carbonated water, sparkling water rather than soda, much healthier, much cheaper. I know it's hard for people to do because they're lacking flavor. Squeeze a little lime juice or lemon juice in there. And then of course, coffee drinks, those really add up. People going to Starbucks every single day, even brewing your own coffee at home using a roast from a typical store can save you hundreds of dollars per year.
And real quick, zero proof drinks versus alcohol. Zero proof meaning non-alcoholic.
Yeah, non-alcoholic.
I've never heard of zero proof.
I mean, it's kind of a fancy way to say a non-alcoholic drink, but zero proof drinks, you can add a garnish in there, throw a cinnamon stick in there, add a little lime slice. It doesn't have alcohol, so certainly it's healthier, but it's still fun because you've kind of dressed it up.
Yeah, okay.